offences last week between the logistics hub of the Pokrovsk and the Dnipro in the neighbouring capital eastern Dnipro region. Russia also captured the village of Novogeorgiivka. Moscow's troops first entered the region, previously spared from fighting in July. Despite ongoing peace efforts, Russia continues to claim new territorial gains. Matti joins us once again. Matti, your thoughts on Russia encroaching further and further into Ukrainian territory while also maintaining the stance that it does want peace?
Well, Thomas, we have been talking those last days in different interviews that they don't have really a strong will to sit, Vladimir Putin, to sit in and to put a ceasefire really that will hold, because on the ground he's continued to gain territory, and this is part of this issue. The last Tuesday was called the Black Tuesday for the Ukrainian army, when they lost a lot of territory, and more than 2,000 Ukrainian troops were surrounded south of the Kleban-Byk reservoir. And that's what happened now. They lost this part, and also, they are trying to get all these key places in the area, from one side from Polyansk, and the other side, the Ocheretini supply center itself, that is being taken also from the Russians when they took the city of Avdiivka. And so there are key places that can permit the Russian troops to continue, and in places like Zolotai Kolodes, Rodinsky, and a lot of places that they can put themselves in a situation that can move to the north of Pokrovsk, and to have all the eastern Ukraine conquered in one piece and not in several pieces as it was until now. And then another thing that was happening there, there was the Azov Brigade. Azov Brigade, if you remember, it was very criticized in the past for the far-right point of view, but then they merged into the general Ukrainian army, being a big part of it.
Yes.
And they were the ones that lost now. And this is a blow for Zelensky, of course, and for Ukraine. And this is another card in the hands of Vladimir Putin to say, you have to receive my conditions in a future negotiation.
Matti, of course, these negotiations are going on, and they're at the forefront of everyone's mind following this. What are the most important territories when it comes to this conflict? What does Russia have? What does it not have for people that don't know?
Well, they are taking territories that can complete the conquer of Donetsk and Lugansk and all the east, but also to have exits to important places like Kramatorsk, like the city of Sumy, and in the south to the way of Odessa, and so on. So they want to be best positioned in the ground in the case that they are going to stop. And this is a double threat for the Ukrainians. Once militarily, because in the future, if this is not going to hold some kind of ceasefire or peace agreement, they can renew the fights and conquer easily another cities and maybe split Ukraine in two. And this is one. And second one, that is also a continuous threat for the future of Ukraine itself as a country that sees in any borders that they will be agreed part of a future Europe or a future bigger cooperation with Europe that cannot in this moment fulfill their companionship as the NATO membership and continue defending Ukraine. And all this in the frame of a position of Trump that is given more and more time to Putin to think about it. And in all this time, they are conquering more and more territories. And then you are asking yourself, what is the goal of all this?
Matti Zaweg, thank you very much for that analysis. Thank you.